Hey there, everybody, welcome back to another episode of What Is the Video series, where I casually chat with you guys about video games that I have played, give you a little bit of a review on them. No script, little bit of notes, just kind of having a good time rambling about games, for better or for worse. And yeah, this time we're going to be talking about what is BattleBit Remastered. BattleBit Remastered is potentially the most fun I've had with a first-person shooter in a long time. This game visually doesn't look great. It looks like Roblox, but that's okay because they're not focusing on the graphics with this game. This game is all about the gameplay. It is a military shooter. It's a shooter is what it is. It's a first person shooter, but it's got heavy Battlefield vibes, like classic Battlefield vibes, like Battlefield Bad Company 2, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, the games where Battlefield was at its best. This is reminding me of the times of playing those games with friends and just having a good freaking time with these massive all-out battles and such. It is possibly... I've lost so much sleep over this game because I can't stop playing it. That's the worst part about it. The game has multiple different game modes. There's, you have your domination, your conquest, your infantry, versions of those. There's a game mode called Frontline, which acts kind of like, not like Rush, but it's a give or take tug and war type of game mode. And then there's servers that you can go as low as 8v8 and you can go all the way up to 127 versus 127. And that's where I have the most fun, is on the 127v127 servers, because it's just so much chaos going on. It is absolutely insane. And with it being like 200 some people on a server, I haven't noticed any connection issues. I haven't noticed any sort of lag. I haven't noticed anything of the sorts with the game. Obviously, you can kind of tell when you're like on an East Coast server versus West Coast server. You still have that little bit of connection, that little bit of latency. But, it's nothing so much where it's completely game breaking. It's impossible to play. I just noticed myself hitting a few more shots on East Coast servers, but that's just to be expected with any sort of multiplayer game. So it's insane how this game is. And the most mind-blowing part about BattleBit, obviously, like, it runs good, it feels good, everything of the sorts. That is awesome. It's being developed by 3 people. 3 people. It's insane. It just recently hit early access. They had a bunch of plays tests and stuff. It's actually a remastered version of what they had going on before. This game got the game got greenlit on Steam, like, I think roughly 6 years ago, if my research was correct. And it was more of a military simulator type game where think Arma, where they had like scenarios and stuff like that, was the idea where the game was. And they shifted their mindset, they shifted their development, the idea they wanted for the game, and they've basically taken what we have all loved about the old Battlefield games. The massive, the massive fields, the massive maps, the using the vehicles to get around and control the map, the gunplay, everything of the sorts. They've just taken what we loved about Battlefield and put it in a more accessible thing, and they're really focusing on the gameplay. That is for sure where the main thing is. But 3 people have developed this, and that's just kind of insane. That it's here. It's in early access now. The game's not complete. I guess. I mean, the game has 17 maps right now. The game has a ton of weapons right now, like a ton of weapons right now to already use. They have 6 different classes you can play as. You got your assault class, your basic grunt soldier. You got medics, engineers, snipers, supports. Each class being able to use different weapons, obviously tied to them. There's over 50 attachments for all the guns. There's just so much to the game, and they're going to be adding more quality of life updates. They want to add more vehicles, more game modes, more gadgets to use in the game. Like you have a grappling hook, which is super awesome right now. You have anyone can get Claymore on their side. Anyone can use C4. So they want to bring more stuff like that. They just more features in general, and they're bringing back a milsim mode as well, like a more of a co-op type thing, or a big just military simulator thing where you do these scenarios with other people, or maybe even against other people, and they want to bring more weapons to the game as well. It's this game is taking the gaming scene by storm. I think it already has sold over 3 million copies since it released into early access on June 15th. So we're approaching a month of the game being out, and they already sold 3 million copies. And I haven't heard a truly bad thing about this game yet. Obviously, people have their gripes and their complaints. Like, I personally don't think the Vector is a very well balanced gun. I think it is too good right now. And most of the SMGs are too good. Their damage range is too far. But, the feedback is given to the devs, and they'll tweak on as they go. They're not going to... I believe they've already said they're not going to knee-jerk react to people's complaints about guns and stuff. They're going to actually look at the data and see things and really truly test things and go from there. So it's nice to see that and have a dev approach it with that sense as well. But I mean, I don't know what more to say about the game. It just plays good, it feels good, and it runs good, and it's just good. It's taken me back to the days of the classic games of playing Battlefield with the whole KB mod community. Like, it really gives me those vibes, and I surely know that we would have a ton of fun with this if this came out back then, for sure. I've been playing it a bunch with my WoW guild, and we've just had a good fucking time with it. Even if we're losing, like, obviously it sucks running across a random Claymore. Obviously it sucks to get shot in the back by a Vector, or yada yada yada. Like, those things suck, but those are more player-based issues rather than game issues themselves, if that makes sense. Like, my biggest complaint about BattleBit are the teammates that are on my teams. But that's going to happen in any FPS. That's not just, exclusive to BattleBit. It's the lack of awareness by people, the inability to turn and aim their gun at someone who's aiming at the group. Yeah, that's not a BattleBit issue. That is a player issue, a skill issue, as some may say, for sure. But yeah, I highly would recommend checking out BattleBit if you are a PC gamer and if you're looking for a new first-person shooter to play, especially at a scale this size. $15 is all it takes to get into the game. They have a supporter pack, which is like 30 some bucks, which you get some extra weapon skins or whatever, but you don't get any new attachments, you don't get any new guns early. You just get weapon skins. So if you want to try it out, $15, you can buy it, and you can always buy the supporter pack later on if you want to keep supporting the devs even more. But yeah, they have big plans. They have big aspirations for this game. I highly would recommend it. I highly would check it out. I'm going to keep playing it myself. I don't see why not. It is giving me that feeling that the old Battlefield games have had, and just the sense of fun that I had, back when I first got back into PC gaming with like TF2 and stuff like that. So, check it out, guys. Enjoy it. Thank you all for hanging out and just listening to me rave about this game for 10 minutes or so. I highly just recommend it to everyone. Give this video a thumbs up, like it, all that fun stuff. Leave a comment down below what you think of the game if you've tried it out. If you're thinking about trying it out, I'm going to be playing it on my stream, I think, here for the next week or so. And, just exclusively playing this for a while. That being said, check out the streams. I stream here on YouTube and on Twitch simultaneously. Watch wherever you prefer. All the links are down in the description down below, or keep an eye out on the YouTube here for when I am live. And stop on by and say hey. But yeah, that's all I got to say. Have a good one, guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. And we'll see you in the next one.